I'll scream, I'll scream, I'll scream, I'll scream if you keep liking whores on Instagram. I'll scream, I'll scream, I'll scream, I'll scream if you keep chasing other women's clam. Her reels are full of bouncing tits, she barely tries to hide her bits. You're in the comments calling her a queen. I bet she swallows, never spits, I bet she's got a booty lift, but you know I think that grass there ain't so green.
Welcome to the Dollar Bill Show. I'm gonna just call this, well, it is. Nah, fuck that. It's episode 27. That's what it is. Okay. Well, let me tell you, I had an exciting time. Yesterday, or no, it was the night that the Knicks lost Game 6. There was a commercial for Hardee's, and they had like this $5.99 bag deal thing where you could choose from ham sandwiches or burgers or like a chicken wrap and with fries and a drink. And I saw that, and it looked so good that I said, man, I might just do that as a treat. So I was out riding my bike, and for those of you on the West Coast, Hardee's is Carl's Jr. Like, you should know that, though. Where the fuck are you, hiding under a rock? So I get there, and I decided I got a ham and Swiss, and then a chicken wrap that was honey mustard? Yeah, honey mustard. And it was good. And I ate half of it, and then I saved the other half because I've learned my lesson. If I'm out riding my bike, like, I'll be too full, like, to even, because then I'll try to like eat and then go shopping and stuff, and it's like I can't even fucking walk around, like I feel like I'm about to bust. So I've learned my lesson on that. And anyway, I get to the Hardee's, and like, it's any time that you're out of right in directly downtown, there's like shit going on. So this Hardee's was, immediately I noticed that they had turned it into a fucking dope spot. And like, when I walked in to order, the lady that I was ordering from, I could tell some heads, they went back towards the bathroom, and there was already people sitting back there. And she's like, one of them just went in the bathroom, like on her headset. And I was like, damn, see, like, this is fucking, these motherfuckers not just serving burgers for $8 an hour. They're trying to play security too. And then, so like, there's a whole gang of motherfuckers sitting there. And then like, dude walks in, and I recognize the motherfucker, teardrop, been locked up for a long fucking time, up to no good. And, so I finish eating, and of course, it never fails. It seems like every time I go do something and I get to the store, I gotta doo-doo when I get to the store. And I do this every time. And like, where I go to the grocery shopping, that's not a bad thing, because they're cool. And it's like, it's my local spot, and they keep it nice in there. So anyway, I go in and shut the door. And I mean, this is fucking inevitable that this has to happen. And I'm not, dude, come on, man. I'm like not touching anything I touch with paper towels because I know, man, people got hepatitis. These motherfuckers are on dope everywhere, dude. And I go in and like, I perch up on top because I ain't come, you know what I'm saying? The bottom of my shoes is on top of the fucking toilet seat. That's what happens. I perch up there, do my business, and that's it. Not touching fucking anything. I'll wash my hands, but like I said, use paper towels to fucking touch everything and shit. Like I'll stand there and wait for, if it's like a one-way door, I'll stand there and wait for somebody to come in or something. So cause I ain't touching that, man. And, so I'm about done, and it has a lock on the door, which I have locked. And then I know all of them heads are fucking sitting out there at them tables. Like, and I've already almost got into it with that main dude. Like, we got into a thing where the motherfucker was honestly going to try to kill me because he was doing shit around where I live. And, I didn't like that. And like, they get scared. You know how motherfuckers are when they're on drugs. They think everybody is the feds. Every single person is the feds. Well, I get ready to come out of the bathroom, and I can hear like a big presence, and it's a woman beating on the fucking my bathroom door, beating on the fucking door, man. And she's like, Cece, I know you're in there. Jerry, it's you. I know you're in there. I know. And I'm like, oh, fuck, man. I had a bad feeling, like an eerie feeling anyway, on my way to go over there. Like a sixth sense. I got a sixth sense about this shit. And I said, see, something's up, man. And I was like, he's not in here. She was like, yes, you fucking are. I know it's you. I know it's you, motherfucker. Come out of there right now. And all that shit. I said, it's fucking Billy. I'm in here. I'm taking a shit. Leave me the fuck alone, man. Get the fuck out of here, dude. I just ate Hardee's. Leave me the fuck alone or you're going to be sorry. You know what I'm saying? And she was still talking. Well, I'm not stupid, man. I come out of that fucking door like Cagney and Lacey or some shit. And like I had mace in one hand and I come out that motherfucker like Jet Li, dude, and about kicked the door off of the fucking hinges because I'm ready, dude. And luckily all them motherfuckers was gone. And then I had to bitch at everybody in the restaurant and they was all laughing and shit because, they was all laughing and shit at me because I was like, everybody around this motherfucker's on dope, man. You know how it is and shit. It's a shame we even had to, it is funny, but we had to laugh about that shit, you know? And, so it's like, damn. What a mess, man. What's going on? I mean, I know it's like this everywhere, whether you're in fucking Scotland or wherever, man. It's like this. I don't know where you all get your information from, but I think it's funny to watch like these inspirational people on YouTube and like there's these women there's men too that read tarot and like I was real big into it. Like when it's like always telling you that you're going to meet your true love and they're coming to you with a confession about their true love and they read them fucking cards and it's always, your true love wants to tell you something and they have like cards with different shit wrote on it and was like, I think of your face every night while I sleep and like, I really love you, but I'm too scared to admit it. And, I just don't, I've been hurt in the past and like they flip through these cards and shit. And like the lady is like, it's your twin flame. She said, and she'll flip it over, whatever that card. I don't even know what them tarot cards, what the name of them are or whatever. And she's like, your twin flame is coming next week. And she even takes it to a whole new level, man. That like,
I was able to see in a vision a witch, okay? I knew she was a witch because her hair was a mess.
she takes it to a new level that like, you know, those metal things that look like coat hangers that are like a 90-degree angle that people like search for water. She'll be like, give me spirit, give me a confirmation that the twin flame energy is going to make contact this week. And then like she puts them things out, and like if they cross and shit, she'll be like to ask it 2 or 3 things that don't say nothing, and then they cross. And I'm just like, man, this is official right here. This is official. This is like, I mean, basically the same thing as most of these online prophets. Every one of them that's like says that it's God telling them and stuff like that. Pretty much, it's like, come on now, we know what this is. To me, it's like when you're asking for money and trying to profit. It's, you can tell, man. Come on, you can tell when somebody is straight up. You know, you can tell by the way they're preaching for the most part. I mean, there's some master fucking con artists out there, that's for sure. And I've probably sent 1 or 2 of them some money before too.
A New York Times piece on a 100-year-old survivor of the Tulsa massacre. And my question was this: what's the Tulsa massacre? How is it that it wasn't until 2 years ago that I heard about the Tulsa massacre? How is that possible? I've heard about Custer's Little Bighorn. I heard about the Alamo. I heard about the Triangle Shirtwaist Fire. I heard about all kinds of disasters in which people died. But I had never heard about this thing that happened in 1921, only 3 years before my dad was born. One of the most successful black communities in America, Black Wall Street, in which everybody was not only burned out of their homes and their businesses, but then driven out of the city limits by an angry mob of, I'm sorry, white people. How is it that this was not taught to me? Because I tell you, at the age of 10, when I was in 5th grade, living in Oakland, California, that would have been a moment of enlightenment for me. And it made me mad. It made me mad that somebody had somehow made an editorial process of what was appropriate for us to learn about our own American history. It made me angry. And it took me 54 years in order to find this out. It's not right. It's not right, and it's doing a disservice to all of America.
Well, the people who win wars, they're the ones who get to write history, not the losers. And that's definitely the case in that right there. Plus, it's obvious that some people, get suppressed, out of control. I've witnessed people right in the entertainment industry, man. There's people that they get to the top and they kick the fucking ladder out because they don't want nobody else to climb it. And I heard somebody say just the other day, an entertainer, that she was like watching somebody else, and she was like, I hope they fail. I don't hope none of these people make it. I hope they fail. Why, and I was just like, man, that blew me away. That blew me away because this person, and I'm not saying, I know this person worked, like they made their bones working in hotels, staying in hotels alone when they were young and crying their fucking eyes out. And this shit's hard. Like, I know how that is. I spent years fucking crying my eyes out because I was processing emotions that I had suppressed with drugs my whole life. And so you're just coming to terms with that. And like anytime God's building you up, it's painful. But like it just blew me away because this person has a support system that's not like some other people. Like I basically do most of the stuff myself. But I have people that come like angels that like let me come perform and stuff like that. And that's a big deal to me because it's like this person has a huge support system. I went over 15 minutes, definitely. You know, if they need something, they're surrounded by friends and family, but hey, I could never imagine wishing somebody didn't make it. And back to what was going on about this Tulsa massacre. It's no different. You know, I know you see what's going on with Gaza and the Sudan and people on both sides. We don't know the full truth on both sides of things. And of course everybody is I'm I'm definitely probably more than part Jew, and there's things that I don't like on both sides, and there's people on both sides that lie. But one thing I do know is that more death never solves anything. It only causes more animosity and sons and daughters who are ready to kill you. And um, I mean, some things, you know, obviously, there's a time and place for everything for that kind of violence. But it just sucks, man. And then you got these crazy people that feed into it that are out here killing people in random cities around the world because of it, just because they're so pent up. And it's a mess. I don't know what to do about it. But then you see things like, okay, you got this dude, Elon, who maybe they knew he would be a good scapegoat. Not all of these people are fucking idiots. But I know a junkie when I see one, and that motherfucker was on more than fucking ADHD drugs, I'll tell you that. If that wasn't some opiates, then I've never been fucking high in my life. I know when somebody's fucking nodding out, I can tell. And shit. So maybe if you wasn't doing fucking horrible shit, you wouldn't have to mask it with drugs. And I know that there was some waste and stuff like that. But you got right now 50,000 tons of food rotting in different places around the world that our tax dollars paid for. 50,000 tons of food and aid that would have went to Gaza and the Sudan and other places around the world where children are starving. And it's all sitting in a warehouse rotting. And I know that anytime you're doing anything on a mass scale, most likely there's going to be fraud. There was fraudulent stuff going on in the last few months of the last presidency. And that's why this left and right thing is garbage. That's all there is to it. It's total garbage. But everybody who is elite knows that, and they're playing both sides of the coin, and they're screwing whoever they can to get rich. But the man who they made the scapegoat and is a junkie, you know, he's just doing his job, just like the man who put him in charge of that. And I don't know who's really running shit, but I know who's really running shit. God's going to use this to everyone's advantage who does what's correct and follows him and Jesus. Because, like, I heard Joe Rogan say this is, call it overcorrection. And it's like, they estimate 300,000 people have died since they withheld this food around the world. And that doesn't sound like overcorrection to me. That sounds like genocide. Jesus said in Matthew that however you treat the poor, you treated me. So, Mr. President, how can you say that you worship the same God as I do?